As President Bola Tinubu's economic team continues to achieve steady macroeconomic stability, the inability of this progress to translate into real-time improvement in the lives of the people calls for collective reflection and commitment to progress through national dialogue. Hence, the National Development Update becomes a national compass for accountability, clarity, and growth.
Despite these stabilization gains, many Nigerians are still struggling. Most households are struggling with eroded purchasing power. Poverty, which started to rise in 2019 due to policy missteps and external shocks, including COVID, has continued to increase even after the reforms. In 2025, we estimate that 139 million Nigerians live in poverty. So the challenge is clear: how to translate the gains from the stabilization reforms into better living standards for all Nigerians.
Bringing the gains of the reforms home and building the momentum for inclusive growth is still a major hurdle in Nigeria, where many households still battle eroding purchasing power. The task now is the need to urgently bring down food inflation through structural measures with an expansion of the social safety nets, with focus now on bringing the macro gains to the average persons on the streets. How can fiscal spending translate into growth at all levels, with 130 million Nigerians still living below poverty line?
And we did three things. We made sure that each person that benefits is biometrically and uniquely identified by their name. Kudos to the management of the Nigerian Identity Management Company. And likewise, those on the social register, we also made sure that they had a digital methodology for giving them the funds, so that you had the transparency there, you had the accountability there. And once we had put in place the right technology and the right methodology, it started to zoom, such that we are still implementing the first stage of the social safety net, the direct benefit transfers. By the end of October, we'll have done about 10 million households covering 50 million Nigerians. Long before the end of the year, the commitment is to have completed 15 million households.
With subnationals now having greater funding, with better equitable, transparent, and efficient spending from federation accounts to the subnationals, how are the state governors handling this supposed windfall?
We came in, we tried to find out what are our areas of efficiencies. Number one is human capital development, because we are looking at sustainable developments, not something we can do now that cannot be sustained. So we say our human capital development is, as far as Nasarawa State is concerned, we say we have oil exploration is ongoing, we have mining activities. In fact, just last night, Mr. President confirmed that he wants to come to Nasarawa himself to commission the next biggest lithium processing plant that we have. So we consider skill acquisition extremely important, and that's why we now have one of the best that you can think of, a school acquisition center.
As the wage bill moving at an exponential rate, higher subvention for funding institutions and infrastructure projects, with inflation still taking its toll at state level, there is a clear call for more deliberate policies that would put the nation on the path of inclusive growth and more resilient economic future. Gbenga Ashiru, Arise News.